Love is my name. Love is not my game. And I want to find a guy to be with, but I'm kind of a prude, which doesn't work so well in a community that prides itself on being slutty. So as for romance, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm completely clueless. So I meet this cute guy through a gay hiking group, and yes, that's a thing. He has me over to dinner with this couple. This seems like a double date. In fact, I become his +1 for everything. One day he asked me to help him choose a swimsuit for his cruise, and it's a gay cruise, so think Speedo, but smaller and tighter. This seems like a boyfriend activity, but I just wish he could give me a clear sign. I'm not sure what that might be, like shopping for a jockstrap. So I'm really good at reading ambiguity into blatant overtures. And as I'm racked with indecision, any potential spark fades. Instead of friends with benefits, we're more like boyfriends without benefits. And that's my thing, tortured platonic romance. It's downright Victorian. So I start online dating, and it's a dating site, not a hookup site, so I'm totally confused when my inbox is instantly filled with dick pics. I search through my profile to see what I've done to encourage this. I find nothing provocative. I mean, I was a little bit lazy when I set up my profile. Like my dating handle, I just used my last name and year of birth, Love69. Oh. Shit. Everyone I have messaged, poked, or winked at knows me as Love69. I'm an idiot. So I changed my name to something more accurate but equally self-defeating, Tainted Love. So incredibly, after several years of unsuccessful online dating, a profile catches my eyes, and it's a sweet-looking guy holding a kid. We go out for dinner, his name's Eric, and he instantly asked me about being an elementary teacher, which is great, because I can go right into my teacher stories, and then maybe he won't notice how nervous I am. So I tell him about the kids in Baltimore who love my name. Hello, Mr. Love. I tell him about the kids in Silver Spring who translate my name. Señor Amor, Señor Amor. I tell him about the kid who makes fun of my name. Mr. Love, you love everybody. Nice burn, kindergartner. And I'm killing it, like I'm on stage and not on a date. But then I remember I'm supposed to be asking him questions too, something that was shared unsolicited on a previous date. But see, here's the problem. I didn't read Eric's profile. See, I've learned from online dating that a promising profile doesn't often lead to a promising date, so I don't read them anymore. I just thought his picture was sweet. So that's what I'll ask him about. Hey, who's that adorable kid in the photo with you? Oh, it's my nephew in South Carolina. But see, then I interrupt him mid-sentence to tell him about my family in Ohio. And then I say, South Carolina and Ohio. It's a good match. We're both equally maligned. But then I forget to redirect the conversation back to him. At one point, Eric brings up my profile. So you say you're a malcontent. It's an interesting word to describe yourself. Okay, this is the exact kind of guy I can see myself with. Sweet, funny, no dick pics. But malcontent, tainted love, I'm coming off as this self-absorbed ass. So the end of the date comes and I realize I've talked about myself the entire time. So on a scale of 1 to 10, this date, I don't know, what's the rating for? I totally fucked it up. So I rush home to read Eric's profile, and I like him even more. I decide to ask him on a second date, and much to my surprise, he agrees. So I take him to the National Arboretum where he's never been, and I drive him from the flowering bonsais to the flowering azaleas to the flowering dogwoods. In my mind, everything's flowering, which may or may not be true. I play for him my Dusty Springfield CD. She belts out, left alone with just a memory, life seems dead and so unreal. All that's left is loneliness. There's nothing left to feel. He says, wow, that's depressing. Right, I'm on a date with someone I'm trying to impress, not alone brooding on my couch. But then we walk through this beautiful meadow, and I'm about to grab Eric's hand. But instead I grab my phone because I get a notification. His mom just friended me. Okay, and I'm not a superstitious person, but I just feel like now she's jinxed our relationship. So driving him home, I'm totally distracted and I forget to take out the Dusty Springfield CD. When we get to his place, he gives me a kiss. Why did he do that? Did he actually enjoy the date? I just wish he could give me a clear sign. So our next date is already planned because Eric's my +1 to see me perform at the Story District Gay Pride Show. It goes something like this. So I jerk off into a juice glass, scrape the contents into a turkey baster, and then run upstairs to hand off the sperm so that baby making can begin. This is how Eric finds out that I'm going to be the sperm donor for my lesbian friends. I rush to find him after the show. He says, it was good and explicit. Yeah, I guess I could have prepared him a little better. I mean, now he knows that I've gone further with a turkey baster than with him. He has a lot of questions. So, are you going to be like a dad or an uncle? Oh, I don't know. Are you going to be called daddy? And what about the role of a significant other? I haven't thought about it. So see, these are all sensible questions that I should have been asking myself. And then he says, I'm just trying to figure out if there's a place for me in your future. I mean, he says that. I just wish he could give me a clear sign. See, I think he's looking for an exit strategy. He's going to wait a couple of days and then send me a rejection email. The email comes, but it's not a rejection. It's an invitation to his 40th on a boat in the Chesapeake. The rest of his family comes up from Charleston. His mom greets me with a warm hug. I'm so sorry I friended you. I didn't mean to, but I didn't know how to undo it. Oh. So it was harmless cyberstalking? And a mistake? Then I guess we're not jinxed. His brother slaps me on the back and says, I hear you've already been unfaithful to my brother. And with a turkey baster. So I guess everyone already knows, and Eric's good with it. So the rest of the weekend goes great. When we go to leave, Eric's brother points to me and says, Eric, that's a good one. Be a hawk, get your talons into him, and don't let go. Caw-caw, caw-caw. So when a hunter makes a bird of prey analogy about your relationship, you take note. It's the sign I've been looking for. So after that, things get better and better. Eric and I start playfully rating each other. I say, Eric, on a scale of -1 to 0, you're a 3. He says, on a scale of tan to beige, you're magenta. And I say, on a scale of strongly disagree to strongly agree, you're a unicorn. And he is. So shortly after we moved in together, we now have twin boys that call us Daddy Chris and Daddy Eric when we visit them and their moms. Our twins were the ring bearers when we get married in South Carolina, and for the first time in my life, I'm living up to the potential of my name. All I do is